When I was 2 years old, my mother left me in a carriage outside the A&P supermarket while she went inside to do her shopping. And I entertained myself by singing. When she came out, I had gathered a crowd around me. It was my performing debut. Then when I was 10 years old, my big sister gave me a paint-by-number set to help me pass the time when I was sick in bed. It did more than pass the time. It whet my artistic appetite. And then I learned to play piano. And by the time I was an adolescent, I was able to take all those emotions that were growing inside me that I didn't understand to that piano and pound out great big chords and fill the house with my angst. And then I discovered Gothic folk music. Above my breast lay a snow-white dove to tell the world I died of love. But I didn't die. No, I grew up, I got married, I had children of my own. And instead of singing those Gothic songs, I strummed guitar and sang lullabies, well, until my children outgrew my genre. They discovered Jimi Hendrix. But that was okay, because by that time, my career as an art potter was well underway. I was growing a national reputation. I was exhibiting at galleries and going to festivals. And then something happened. It was a routine mammogram. I wasn't expecting anything unusual. I wasn't worried about it, even when the nurse said, "Let's do another view." Even when she said, "I think we should schedule a needle biopsy." The telephone call came in the middle of the afternoon, my workday. At first, I didn't understand what the voice on the phone was saying. It used words I didn't know. And then it got to the two words every woman recognizes: breast cancer. I had breast cancer. The next several months were a blur of medical activities and procedures and blood tests. And I didn't think about the scary what-ifs. I just did what women all over do, pushed through. But the worst part was being told I couldn't use my arm for anything that needed pressure, and that meant no more throwing clay at the wheel, no more making pots. And I was suddenly like a fish out of water, gasping for creative breath. So I started to think about all the other creative things that had interested me: cooking, painting, gardening. And then I remembered something from my childhood, a long-forgotten dream: tap dancing. 2 weeks later, me and my new tap shoes stepped into a box of rosin. At the entrance to the tap dancing studio, I walked in, and there they were. A bunch of women just like me, all daring to pursue a long-lost dream. We lined up at the bar. We learned the difference between our toes and our heels. And our teacher said, "Let me hear those feet, ladies. This isn't ballroom, it's tap. We don't got no microphone on the floor." And we slammed our feet into the floor and learned those steps. And well, then I became a dancing fool. I shuffled in place at Publix. I toe-heeled my way down the aisles. I did drawbacks down the aisles of Home Depot, well, until my husband banned me from shopping with him. All in all, I danced for 4 years. My children, my grandchildren, my friends, my relatives came to see me. They came to cheer me on at recitals and summer shows and winter shows. I was even getting kind of good at it. till my feet began to hurt. It started as a little pain, but it got worse by the day until I went limping and crying to the foot doctor. He examined me. Plantar fasciitis, he said, an impact injury. Duh. No more tap dancing. I was devastated. I packed up my shoes and my practice clothing and my costumes, put them away in boxes in my closet, and grief settled over me. A year later, my feet were cured. Oh, but by then, I had discovered the joy of connecting with people through storytelling, and tap dancing had taken its place in my treasured memories. I had something new. I had moved on. But sometimes when I'm alone in my office, I think about those brave women I met at the cancer center and those wonderful ladies at the tap school pursuing their dreams. And I put on those old tap shoes and I stomp, heel, step, shuffle, ball change. I do drawbacks clear across my office floor and I stamp my feet into the floor and I make the loudest sound I can to celebrate I survived and to honor those who didn't. Thank you.